Hey my friends, what is up? Derek here from Bomb Socks with another week of Bomb Bites where we feast upon the words of Christ, and we do it one bite at a time. So we're at a unique point in the Doctrine and Covenants where it seems like the last few sections, I don't know if you felt this way, but it seems like they're fairly disjointed from kind of what's been going on in the chronology of the Doctrine and Covenants. Like, for example, here we are, we're in 1843, basically, in church history. Joseph has really about a year before he is martyred, and I wonder if he knows that his time is running short. So it seems like in these last few sections that we've covered, and including this week, it's Joseph just making sure that the saints understand things. Like, you know, you go back to even last week where we covered things like sections 129 through 132. It seems like here's Joseph saying, okay, so if any of you encounter any angels out there, let me show you 3 grand keys on how to make sure that this is an angel and not the devil trying to be an angel, because Joseph had experience with that, and this was also going on during that time period. You get into section 130 where Joseph is like, okay, let me clarify some doctrine about the nature of God and why we want to be obedient to him and the knowledge that we gain on this earth, and really what the whole aspect of heaven is all about. Then you get into sections 131 and 132 where there are clarifying things about marriage and helping us understand plural marriage a little better. So again, it seems like there's just kind of these disjointed things that are coming through here, but you got to understand where Joseph is at in this phase of his ministry and where he's at in his life, which leads us to section 133. Now, I want to just kind of give you an overview of what we're doing this week. The Come Follow Me does an amazing job with this. So let me just read to you the opening paragraph here where it says, when the church was barely 19 months old. Now, we're going back to 1831 when this was written. The prophet Joseph Smith and other church leaders laid out ambitious plans to compile God's latter-day revelations into one volume and print 10,000 copies of it, double the first print run of the Book of Mormon. Unfortunately, and many of you know this story, the high costs tempered these plans and mobs attacked the church's press while printing was in progress. Some very tragic stories with that, and also some great stories of faith around that. They scattered the unbound pages, and although courageous saints preserved some of them, no complete copies of the Book of Commandments are known to have survived. So what we now know as section 133 of the Doctrine and Covenants was meant to be the appendix to the Book of Commandments. Section 1 was the Lord's preface, and section 133 was going to be the appendix. Like an exclamation point, which I love, at the end of the Lord's published revelations. It warns of a coming day of judgment and re-echoes the call found throughout modern revelation. Flee worldliness, as symbolized by Babylon. We're going to talk all about that this week. Build Zion, prepare for the second coming, and spread this message unto every nation and kindred and tongue and people. While the original plans for the Book of Commandments were not fulfilled, this revelation is a reminder and a witness that the Lord's work cannot be thwarted, for he shall make bare his holy arm, and all the ends of the earth shall see the salvation of their God. So as we're going through this week, you're going to see some patterns here of how to prepare ourselves for the second coming of the Lord, where we should go, where we should stay away from, and what we should focus on. So you're going to see that this week as we're going through this week of Bomb Bites with regards to Come Follow Me. So anyway, just a quick little message for you, just to give you an intro with regards to this week. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and thank you for sharing these messages with others. Please go check out our amazing gospel-themed socks at bombsocks.com, and you guys have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Godspeed. Bye-bye.